As Softr has recently released their database AI agents, I wanted to show a few very concrete use cases of how to leverage them and how to implement them within your app. So it basically consists in AI living right inside your database. And the use case that I had in mind was a prospecting use case where we would list all the companies we would like to target and list the different services that our company can offer. For each service, we detail what they are about. And then whenever we want to link a new company, let's say, and assign them to a service, we will automatically pull the service description here and then use that as a reference in an AI field that will, first of all, run a company research that's connected to the web. So this is a first AI field where I mapped the company name and I asked to research that company and also return some information about how they do marketing. And here I have allowed web search and it runs when the service is being set or updated. So from there, we have research that we can reuse in the next step, which is describing how we could serve this company specifically for the service that we have chosen. Again, an AI agent field. This time doesn't have access to the web, but here I have mapped all the relevant columns. So for the company name, we want to sell this service. This is the description of the service, and this is the research we have done. And here, the AI agent, whenever the research is ready, will generate a text here that describes how we can serve them with that service. And the last step is to actually have AI, again, take this research, take this generation of how we can actually serve them with this specific service and be writing a draft email that we could send to their team. And that would be a highly customized email because it's based on all the research that we have done previously. So here what we do is a sort of cascade system with AI agents doing intermediary steps until we get the final output that we want, which is this highly customized AI draft. So this is the database. And of course, as we're using Softr, the end goal is to build an app out of that. So I have started to design how this could look like a sort of prospection copilot for companies. So I have designed a first page with all the prospects, so all the companies we want to target, and a detail page that is what shows up when we click on the prospect. And this is the live app, what the end user would see. We see here Nike with all the research that has been done. And we can actually add a new prospect, for example, IBM, and then assign a certain service to them. Now that we have added it, our AI agents will, in the background, prepare all the research, and we see that the company research is already ready. And then in a few seconds, the different other enrichments will appear. That's perfect. And if we wanted to actually change the service, we could be doing that. And by saving, it will actually relaunch all the AI columns because we have set the trigger for these AI columns to be that the service is being updated. And to make the maintenance even easier, I have added here a tab where we could access all the services that we have documented in our app, and we could easily be adding a new service to our portfolio. And then when adding a new prospects, we could actually be selecting this new service. Now, there is one more thing that I wanted to do in addition to these cascade AI fields. It's the contact management and how we could leverage AI to get more insights about all the ongoing conversations. So I have imitated here a context where we would be having a list of contacts that are, of course, assigned to the different companies that we're prospecting. And in another table, logging automatically all the emails exchanges that we have with these prospects. And then for each of these emails, I have created a formula here. Actually, the AI wrote the formula for me that simply puts together all the information about that very email so that in this table with all contacts, I have the link to all the emails. I can here count how many emails we have. But here I can generate this field with all emails where I basically do a lookup on the formatting field that we had here, which contains all the relevant information about the email, which allows us to then set up an AI field that will leverage all the content from all the emails for that contact and summarize them into 3 bullet points. So what it does here, if I, for example, trigger the summary for JJ, it will generate 3 bullet points to summarize the discussion with JJ, and we can then display that within an app to have a live update of the status with that lead without having to go through all the emails, which is super convenient. What is also very useful is that whenever a new email is coming in, it will be linked to that contact. And here I have set up the condition to run whenever this linked record field is being updated, which means that whenever a new email comes in, it will refresh and update the summary. So over the past few years, I've always preferred to build my own workflows with the trigger, the different actions, and then store the data back into my database. But now it is actually possible to have reliable AI that lives directly within your database, which is very convenient because you can really limit the number of extra workflows that you have to fully configure yourself. And here you get a great set of options to decide when this AI should run, which avoids to burn credits and gives you a lot of control. I also really like the possibility to allow for web search. And I know that if you connect column that contains PDFs, it is also automatically able to read through these PDFs to generate the AI answers. So this is an immense quality of life improvement for builders and also makes the maintenance of all these AI flows way easier because they live within your database.